For this one, we have several things we want to calculate. We want to calculate the labor force, the unemployment rate, employment to population ratio, and the labor force participation rate. Now, these are probably the types of numbers that you'd be given. You've got the working age population, which our definition there is everybody in the economy that's 16 years and older that's not institutionalized. And then we have currently employed. Those are the people that have a full or part-time job. The not working but are looking for work, those are the ones that would like a job, have been searching for a job, but just don't have one. So that would be what we would call the unemployed. Okay, so this is our employed, the ones that are working either full or part-time. Unemployed, those that are not working but want to work and are looking for a job. Now this last category is they want to work but they're no longer looking for work. So these are called our discouraged workers, and they are not counted as unemployed. Okay, if we're not looking for work, it's pretty unlikely we're going to find work, so we don't calculate these in any of these statistics. Okay, so the labor force, we'll call that LF, is going to be the employed plus the unemployed. Okay, so up here we have employed was 2,000, our unemployed was 400, so our labor force is 2,400. Again, we don't count the discouraged workers because they're not classified as either employed or unemployed. Okay, so now to find our unemployment rate, we're going to have the unemployed divided by the labor force. We're going to multiply that by 100 to make it a percent. Now we could also say the unemployed divided by the employed plus the unemployed, because that's what the labor force is the employed plus the unemployed. Multiply that by 100 to make it a percent. So the unemployed up here we found was 400. And our labor force is, we've already calculated it at 2,400, but we'll do the math here. We have the employed plus the unemployed. Okay, we're going to multiply that by 100 to make it a percent. So we have 400 divided by 2,400. Multiply that again by 100, and we get 16.7% for this economy. Okay, so now we want to do the employment to population ratio. Okay, so the employment to population ratio. Okay, that's going to be employed divided by our working age population. Okay, remember those working age population, that includes those that are working, that are not working, that are discouraged, that are just not even in the labor force or in the arena, that they don't want a job. So the employed divided by the working age population, we're going to multiply that by 100. So our employed was 2,000. Our working age population is given at 3,500. We're going to multiply that by 100 so we can make it a percentage. We're going to then do that math, and we're going to get 57.1%. Okay. Now the last statistic we want to calculate is the labor force participation rate. Labor force participation rate, and that's going to be the labor force divided by the working age population. We're going to multiply that by 100. Okay, that's going to tell us what percentage of our working age population either has a job or is unemployed. Okay, so we know our labor force is 2,400. We calculated that up here. Our working age population is given at 3,500. We multiply that by 100 to make it a percentage. We do that math, we get 68.6%. Again, remember that these discouraged workers, they're not counted anywhere in here. I mean, they're counted in the working age population, but they're not unemployed, they're not employed, they're discouraged, they're not looking for a job, so they are not included.